first, Canada, like Nigeria, was administered as two separate units, Upper Canada and Lower Canada, each with its own governor and legislative assembly. The French settlers in Quebec bitterly resented the presence of the British immigrants, who were grouped in Lower Canada with them. Then, following Lord Durham's report of 1839, the two units were amalgamated under a unitary government in 1840. Name of the book, Thoughts on the Nigerian Constitution by Obafemi Awolowo. Following Lord Durham's report of 1839, the two units were amalgamated under a unitary government in 1840. Because, listen to this, because of the relentless agitation for autonomy on the part of the French-speaking Canadians, this experiment was abandoned in 1867 when the federal constitution, under which the country has been peacefully governed since, was introduced. And so what you see essentially is that every of these examples had either tried unitary system or even confederacy, but eventually settled for federalism, especially because they had two different languages in Canada. You had the French-speaking part and then the English-speaking part, and the French people did not like the fact that the English people were in their own region. They were not trying to break the nation. They just want to be able to control their own space. Which is why I say, if we don't do this one that we're talking about, we're going to eventually be forced to balkanize Nigeria, and I don't know how peaceful it will be. With what I'm seeing, with all the agitations, from different angles, if we do this, we might be able to stave that off. And even if people want to break away, it will be a lot easier and cleaner, and with less, maybe even without violence at all. Which is why this is important. So, what the French did essentially was to have their own space. There were only 4 provinces in existence in 1867, namely Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia. The two factors in favor of federalism, two things were the factors that were considered for federalism in Canada at the time. Number 1 was linguistics, number 2 was geography. Both English and French are official languages in Canada. We live in a nation where if you speak Yoruba, you are a tribalist, because the person who is talking has no brains, or they have sawdust for brains. And so you have people saying things like, what does it really matter? It's not just Yoruba language. No, it's your identity. And it should not be sacrificed to make people feel comfortable. It's either you learn Yoruba language or you wait. If I think of interpreting, I'll interpret. If I don't want to interpret, go and learn the language. Why am I speaking English right now? Because we're trying to reach more people than just Yoruba people. But guess what? We're not careful to speak our language. The important thing is that you have an identity that you should not sacrifice on the altar of one Nigeria. It's not worth it. No nation in this world is worth it. Worth Yoruba sacrifice. I mean, there are other languages that may be worth throwing in the bin, but not Yoruba language. And I've said this several times. If people want this powerful group, or just make one language in Nigeria, if you can make it Yoruba, I'm with you. As long as it's not Yoruba, learn your language, let me hold my own. We are fine. And if we ever have to converse, if I think you should hear it, I'll say it in English. If I don't think I want you to hear it, I'll say it in Yoruba. And you should not be angry, because everybody watches K-drama. And you're okay with subtitle. So if you want subtitle, you just enjoy. People should stop telling Yoruba people to stop using Yoruba. They do it to Kiki, content creation. Say why she's speaking Yoruba. They did it to Memuno Aglokomoye, Tomache Thrift. Very fantastic young lady. They did it to Remote. They do it to music, even music, to Ashake. Why are you speaking your language? Do you only want to reach out to your people? No. If I speak Yoruba, I reach the word more. They did it to Taoma. The important thing is that regardless of what you can be speaking any language. Just make sure you have Yoruba at the end. And if you have to speak Yoruba, speak your Yoruba with confidence. Don't let anybody. There's no translation for that. Sorry. Be proud of what you possess. Don't apologize for it. Don't say it with your heart, with your full chest. I'm Yoruba. This is how I want to speak. If I speak English because I want to make you understand, if I don't want you to understand, leave it alone. Because if you are speaking a language too, and if you're not talking to me, why would I want to hear it? I told you, bo, cho, I'm a bo. What are you looking for? Anyway, this is not a Nigerian issue. When the French asked for it in Canada, nobody said, oh, even if they said that's a business, oh, you're a tribalist, you want French, we are English, are we not all white? Are we not united? Are we not one Canada? They are one Canada, but there are boundaries.